Today we're going to learn Ode to Joy. This, of course, is by Ludwig van Beethoven. Some of you have played a simpler version, but now this is a little bit more challenging version for Book 2. So this song has an introduction. The first four measures here are an introduction. Then we get into the full song that you'll recognize, and then it has a coda. Coda is just a fancy music word for the ending of the song. Now, if you take a close look, you'll notice that the introduction and the coda are almost exactly the same. See if you can find what's different about them. First thing we want to do is mark the starting notes. So let's start with the left hand. Bass clef, bottom line, finger 5 here. We're going to count up using G as our guide note. So I'll give you a second to figure it out, and then I'll show you the answer. So you want to start with G, and you think G, B, D. So you're going to write D here as your first note for your pinky. And then let's keep counting up to figure out what our top note is. Remember to start at the bottom with G. And we're going to think G, B, D, F, A. So you want to have an A written right here for your thumb. Now your right hand. We have space notes here. Bottom note, thumb. This one's a little tricky. If you remember that F is your space in the first space, you can think down a skip, and that's going to be a D. So you want to write D in this one. And let's figure out the top one, the finger 5. If you have F here, what would that be? The answer is A, F, A. So D and A in the left hand, D and A in the right hand. One thing to watch out for in this one is your sharps. Every time you play an F, it's going to be F sharp, so watch out for that. Also, we want to watch our phrase markings. You see how we have these like slur, legato marks? That tells you that you want to keep it nice and legato, smooth and connected, until you get to the break where you let your hands rise up and take a little pause, kind of like taking a breath in the sentence at the end of a sentence, or at the period at the end of a sentence. Another thing to watch out for in this one is some dynamic markings. We have forte, loud at the beginning, mezzo forte here with a little crescendo. Get a little bit louder as you go up the phrase. Little decrescendo, quiet yourself down a little bit at the end of every phrase. This just helps you sort of shape those phrases, grow and shrink for each phrase. This one here, you want mezzo piano, so you get quite a bit quieter, and it grows and grows and grows and grows until it shrinks down. Watch out for this left hand note. Don't let it be too loud. Make it sound like part of the phrase. And then we have our last phrase of the song here, growing and shrinking, and then we forte at the end for our coda, and then a slow down ritardando at the very end here. I'm going to play it straight through so you kind of get an idea of how it sounds. When you're first practicing it, I don't want you to try to play along with me. I want you to take some time to practice it hands separate. Right hand especially will need a little bit of extra time to get those phrases shaped and those dynamics included. And then when you feel like you're ready, you can add in the left hand along with your right hand. Towards the end of the week, if you feel like you're ready, you can play along with me. It is marked as triumphantly, so we're going to sound nice and triumphant. D position, remember, so D, hands both in D position. Here's how it sounds. 1, 2, ready, go.